Welcome to our poster presentation. In this contribution, we talk about our project, the New Care Mobile, at the Deggendorf Institute of Technology. The New Care Mobile is a mobile tiny house designed for age-friendly and care-oriented living. The concept is combining modern assistive technologies with a barrier-free housing concept. As part of a Bavarian-wide roadshow, in 2025, visitors were invited to explore the living model. It's on the poster in the middle. And this concept was equipped with various technologies, and the visitors of our roadshow should subsequently share their opinions on the concept. The aim of our study was to investigate how different population groups evaluate such a technology-assisted living concept, and to identify the opportunities and challenges the people perceived with it. Why are we doing that? What is the motivation for such a project like the New Care Mobile? Germany is facing a rising care demand. We have a rising number of older people and those in need of care. And also we have a shortage of care workers, and this shortage is expected to exceed in the coming years. However, many people also wish to live in their family surroundings for as long as possible, rather than move into a residential care home. Also, the opportunities for residential care homes are limited. There are too many people and too less workforce. In addition, family support structures are not as before, they are increasingly under pressure. Families often live farther apart and relatives are employed and therefore have limited capacity to take on caregiving responsibilities. At the same time, many homes are also not designed to meet the needs of older people. This creates a tension between the desire for independence and the actual circumstances. And this is precisely the point why we created the project, to find out something about new housing and care models with tiny homes and technology-assisted living. Technology-assisted living, shortened here on the poster as TAL, is an answer to this challenge. And it refers to technical and digital solutions designed to support people in their daily lives and enables older people or all people to live independently for longer. In our living concept, New Care Mobile, such technologies have been brought together from a holistic living concept. The living model, measuring approximately 3 by 10 meters, is transportable. It fits on a standard truck or European truck. And it's designed to be fully accessible and can, for example, be set up on a relative's property in the garden when you have some water supply, power connection, sewage, and you need a suitable plot. That's like the minimum requirements. And as I said, it's equipped with some technology, but also accessible. For example, the kitchen features, among other things, height-adjustable worktops and wall units. A stove safety system detects hazard situations. For example, you forget to switch off the stove, and it can automatically react. In addition, the digital everyday assistant Vivi helps with medication reminders, fluid intake reminders, appointments, and supports the health records. In the sleeping area, it's in the middle of the module, there's a care bed with an anti-bed score mattress and the ceiling rail system, which facilitates transfers between the bed, the bedroom, and other areas, and thus reduces physical strain on the caregivers. The bathroom too has some features. It has been truly designed with safety and independence in mind. It features a height adjustable shower. It features a height adjustable toilet and an adjustable wash basin. And you also have a full body dryer to are not dependent on somebody drying your back. And you also have some other assistive system, like you have sensors, motion detectors, automatic lighting, home emergency call systems, and like fall detection in the ceiling with a radar system. And the technology is seen as a system. It's not intended to replace people. It's some support to stay independent and to reduce the strain on the caregivers. Yeah, regarding our aims of the study, I told already that we want to see how the public, how different groups react to this living concept. And therefore, we took a different approach. We made a roadshow with this concept. We had 39 showcase days at 11 locations. And in total, between May and November 2025, when we were on the roadshow in Bavaria, part of Germany, a federal state of Germany, we had like 3,665 visitors came to view the living model. The roadshow was not a research initiative. It was also designed to disappeal reservations about the technology and to talk with the people and to further promote technology in the public. And immediately after their visit, participants completed a standard questionnaire on site, ensuring that their responses were based directly on their personal experience of the concept. In total, we had then 420 visitors filled out our questionnaire. The sample itself comprised various target groups, general public, healthcare workers, informal caregivers, and care recipients itself. In the results, there is revealed that a very high level of acceptance of new care mobile is persistent above all participant groups. More than 90% reported that the new care mobile would relieve, and is indicated that it's like imaginable. A lot of people can imagine to use such a concept as themselves. And the assistive systems in the bathroom and technology supporting physical demanding tasks received particularly positive ratings. Participants see them as being of particularly high practical value. At the same time, certain obstacles became apart. The most frequent cited reason against adoption were high costs, and also the lack of space or suitable land. Especially when people came from the big cities, there is like a lack of available space. Suggested improvements also included additional storage space, more seating options, and a larger living area. Here I have some graphs showing the willingness to use the new care mobile per stakeholder, and you see the high willingness to use in general, overall stakeholder groups. And here we also have some willingness to pay and financial preference graph. You can see that the preference goes more into the leasing of this concept. Leasing often is over 2 times more preferred than buying, especially when it comes to the informal caregivers. The monthly leasing price ranges from the median of 1,000 to 800, so around €1,000. Regarding the discussion, the result show that many reservations about assistive technologies may not stem from a fundamental rejection of them, but rather from a lack of experience with such systems. Why studies like ours with a practical roadshows are so important. Many people are familiar with individual products with individual support technologies such as home emergency call systems or voice assistants or medication reminders, but it's far less common for them to experience an integrated overall concept in which different technologies are used in combination and work together, such a combined living concept like our new care mobile. It was precisely this practical application that the new care mobile was able to deliver. Furthermore, the feedback also suggests that the concept is of interest not only for housing for older people. In discussion with stakeholders from the care sector, further potential applications were explored, such as transitional solution following a hospital stay as part of the neighborhood-based care models, or for specific forms of care such as outpatient intensive care. At the same time, the study highlights that the successful implementation of such concepts depends not only on the technology itself. Financing models, care structures, training opportunities, and organizational frameworks are equally important factors. In summary, our study demonstrates that the new care mobile enjoys a very high level of acceptance and is perceived as a meaningful support system. The combination of accessible housing, technology assistance, the opportunity of remain in familiar social surroundings is regarded by many people as forward-looking approach. Overall, it needs further research on this concept. Sadly, our project is finished and we are seeking for new funding opportunities. The next step is to prioritize field studies involving test residents in order to assess long-term acceptance of our new care mobile. To assess also the actual relief effects and opportunities for integrated care would be a future research opportunity. Thank you very much for your attention. I hope you enjoyed the presentation and I hope you have a good day. You have here my contact opportunities and a link to the final publication.